Capybara Chronicles in the Forest Adventures. Story 8. The Mystery of the Moon Meadow. Winter was slowly retreating, leaving behind only a thin layer of snow on the roots of the trees and sparkling ice crystals in the sunlight. The forest was once again filled with sounds, the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the cracking of thin branches under the paws of the animals. The Capybara family found themselves at the center of events again, although this time their goal was not a magical adventure at all. They were about to learn more about a mysterious ancient place, the Moon Meadow, where, according to legends, something strange and mysterious happened during every full moon. Papa Capi was carefully examining the old map they had received from Uncle Murama. They had to learn more about the mysterious ancient place, the Moon Glade, where, according to legend, something strange and mysterious happened every full moon. Papa Capi was carefully examining the old map they had received from Uncle Murama. The edges of the map were adorned with symbols and mysterious patterns, while in the center stood out the inscription, "The Mystery of the Moon Meadow. Open it, and you will find the way to the ancient powers of the forest," he said thoughtfully.
In every legend I've read, it says that this place holds the key to the magic of the forest. But what exactly is hidden there? One knows.
Oh, I know.
Tiko exclaimed, jumping in place.
There are huge flowers that glow at night like lanterns. Or maybe it's the stars falling from the sky right onto the flowers. I don't think stars can fall on flowers, Tika.
Bob teased his little brother, smiling.
But who knows? In this forest, everything seems possible.
And I heard that invisible spirits appear in the moon meadow, and they can lift you into the air.
Lina spoke in a whisper, as if her words could awaken the spirits themselves.
They indeed help those who can solve their riddles.
So we need to solve the riddle to understand what kind of magic is hidden there. Papa Capi nodded. And I suspect that this is somehow connected to the clues we received in the previous places. At the Great Lake, in the Cloud Workshop, and in the Cave of Gleams.
I wonder, how can the snowflakes from the Christmas forest help us?
Barra said thoughtfully, recalling recent events.
Maybe their glow will show us the way.
Let's check.
Papa Capi carefully rolled up the map and put it in his backpack.
It's time to unravel the mystery of the Moon Meadow.
The path to the meadow was long and winding. The forest around them was becoming denser and darker, and the trees seemed to lean closer, hiding their secrets behind every bend in the path.
I have a feeling that someone is just watching us.
Tika whispered quietly, pressing his ears down.
Maybe it's the spirits. Or just a squirrel looking for a nut.
Bob winked at him, but just to be safe, he looked around, and suddenly they heard a strange sound. Rustling, a faint creak. It was as if someone was slowly making their way through the bushes. Now that's definitely not a squirrel. Papa Capi frowned, slowing his steps. Everyone froze. Silence hung over the forest, and then a figure emerged from behind the trees. Uncle Muram. There you are, my brave explorers. The owl gently landed on the nearest branch. I knew you absolutely couldn't resist and would head to the Moonlit Meadow.
You were watching us? Lina asked her uncle.
Lina asked in surprise, studying her uncle. You were watching us? No. Muram flapped his wings. I was just keeping an eye on you. Do you understand? This place will be filled with magic, but also dangers. And I can't let my beloved Capybaras get into trouble.
Well, since you're here, Uncle, Papa Capi nodded, you can help us. We're looking for a way to unravel the mystery of the Moon Meadow and understand what's connected to the forest's burial mounds.
Oh, that's easy.
Murama closed his eyes and took a breath.
You need to understand 3 things. What does the light of the moonstone mean? What words awaken the ancient powers? And what connects the Moon Meadow to the Cave of Radiance? That doesn't sound so simple, Bob frowned.
And where are we supposed to find all this?
Lina asked. First, you need to wait for the full moon, Murama said, looking around. On this night, 3 glowing stones will appear in the meadow. Each stone is indeed a key to one of the truly fascinating mysteries. But be careful, because they don't always tell the truth. Talking stones. Tiko's eyes went wide open.
Wow. Yes, just as stubborn as one little capybara who doesn't like to go to sleep on time.
With a smile, Mama Barra noticed, stroking Tika's head.
All right, I got it.
Tika blushed, but his eyes sparkled with anticipation. Night fell. The full moon brightly illuminated the moon meadow, bathing it in a soft bluish light. In the center of the meadow, 3 glowing stones appeared, each radiating its own light. One is golden, the other is greenish, and the third is a cold silver.
Well, let's try to unravel their mysteries, whispered Papa Capi.
They approached the first stone.
It shimmered with a golden light and quietly whispered, "I'll tell you about what lies beneath the earth if you solve my riddle. Listen carefully. When I am born, everything around comes to life. When I die, the forest falls asleep. What am I? Is it the sun?"
Bob hesitantly suggested. No. He shook his head in disbelief.
"Ah, it's spring."
The stone glowed brighter, and to their surprise, indeed spoke.
"Correct. Indeed, yes. Remember, where the roots meet, magic is reborn and flourish."
Roots! It's like the awakening of ancient roots.
Lina exclaimed.
Maybe it's connected to what we saw there.
Let's see what the others will say. Papa Capi led the family to the next stone. The greenish stone spoke.
I will tell you about the path of the winds, if you answer my question.
I fly without wings, I blow without breath.
What am I?
The wind.
Tika said quickly, and the stone shone. That's right, little one. The stone laughed. Do you remember when the winds converge, the gates open?
It's something from the song Winds and Leaves, Bob pondered. We learned about the ancient spirits that control the winds there.
It seems that all our past adventures are connected, muttered Papa Capi.
Finally, they just approached the third silvery stone.
I will reveal the secret of the ancient and mysterious roots to you if you tell me. The smaller I become, the brighter the light shines. What?
Is it candle?
Be careful, suggested Alina.
That's right, the stone replied.
Remember, when the light fades in the evening, magic always awakens.
It's definitely connected to what we saw in the Cave of Radiance.
Papa Capi frowned.
But what does that mean?
When they solved all the riddles, the 3 stones began to glow brighter, and silhouettes of trees and roots intertwining with each other started to appear around the glade.
It's a map!
Tika exclaimed.
Look, the roots are showing the way. Where do they lead?
Alina whispered. It seems to the very heart of the forest, Moram whispered, emerging from the shadows of the trees. A place that hasn't been visited by anyone for a long time. A place where magic can be both a blessing and a destructive force. What is this place? Papa Capi stared intently at Muram, the heart of the forest. The owl frowned. That's exactly where this map leads you. The Capybara family studied the map for a long time. The intertwined roots and patterns seemed to stretch toward one exact spot. The moonlight reflected off the stones and illuminated the path on the map, leading deep into the forest.
The heart of the forest.
Lina gently squeezed Tika's paw.
But what will we find there?
Legends say that there is the source of all the magic in the forest, Uncle Moram whispered. If it is threatened, the entire forest could lose its power forever. That's why everything is so connected, Bob nodded, recalling their previous adventures.
Every place we've been to, the Great Lake, the Cloud Workshop, the caves, the glow, all of it was just preparation.
So, our trials are just beginning, Papa Capi said thoughtfully. But now we know more, and most importantly, we are together.
And I really like being part of something so big and important.
Tika jumped up cheerfully.
Like a hero from the legends you've read, Dad.
Papa Capi smiled and gently ruffled the top of Tika's head.
That's right, little one. Just remember, real heroes don't seek glory. They protect those who are dear to their hearts.
Everyone fell silent, gazing at the glowing map. Each of them understood that something greater than they could imagine awaited them ahead. But despite the dangers, the Capybaras won't back down, because the entire forest and its magic depended on their determination and loyalty to each other. It's time for us to head back home and get ready, said Papa Capi. But it seems like we now have all the keys to uncover the main mystery of the forest. Muram nodded and flapped his wings again. I will be watching over you, but remember, every action you take has consequences. What begins in the heart of the forest can only end in one great battle for its fate. The family slowly left the moonlit clearing, glancing back at the shining stones that seemed to gently bid them farewell. Still, Tika turned around and smiled. The stones really do speak the truth. You just have to know how to listen. That's right, Bob smirked. But who knew that the most stubborn capybaras could listen? Everyone laughed. Even Lina, who is always serious in her demeanor, couldn't hold back at all. The wind whispers.
In the silence it sounds.
Mysterious leaves, tell us the ancient and timeless whispering secret tales of the forest that echo and resonate through time and space and beyond.
Winds, winds, gentle and powerful, we hear you as you blow through the trees. Leaves, leaves, your graceful and elegant dance is for us. By working in unison, you collectively breathe life into the art and science of aviation, making flight possible and vibrant. Together, you and I lead our forest as a team. Oh, gentle wind and leaves whispering through the solid crown of ancient trees. Songs, songs, give us dreams, melodies, and harmonies. In the rustle, the ancient magic is heard again, ancient love.
The sun begins to rise over the horizon. The forest gradually awakens with the first gentle breath of morning air. The leaves rustle softly, and the birds begin their melodious songs, filling the air with a symphony of nature's sounds. The scent of fresh earth and blooming flowers permeates the atmosphere, inviting us to embark on a journey of exploration and discovery. Let's go and immerse ourselves in the vibrant life of the forest, where every step reveals a new wonder waiting to be uncovered. The wind is strong, wild. Day in the heart of the earth. Moon, moon, moon.
Subtitles created by Dima Torzak for this video.
Winds, winds, gentle and powerful, we hear you as you blow through the trees. Leaves, leaves, your dance is for us, the observers of nature's grand performance. Together you give life to flight, a flight that transcends the ordinary and reaches the extraordinary. Together you lead the physical step, a step that echoes through the ages. O wind, leaves your only. Songs that give us dreams, dreams that inspire and uplift. In the rustle, the rain can be heard. Ancient magic, ancient love. True love is timeless.